So recently I've been getting a lot of questions about how you can make money on the Bazaar because I've mentioned it in a bunch of my videos, and I've never really explained how to do it in full. I've done some videos on specific tools you can use to help it, but this guide is going to show you multiple tools you can use to make your experience a lot easier and better, and it's going to show you how to optimize to make the most money possible. This video does have a lot of links to external resources, including websites, Discord servers, stuff like that in the description, so everything that I mention will of course be linked so that you can find it easily, and it will be mentioned in the video with the links in the video as well. But before we get into this, I just hit 5k, which is insane. Can we get to 6k? My channel is growing so fast right now, so please subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get to 6k. Let's get into the video. So first off, the complete basic beginner's tutorial. What I like to do is you come into the hub, go to the hub selector, and click on random hub. You really want to get a hub with 1 or 2 people in it, just so that there's no one bothering you around the Bazaar. It can also make the server a lot less laggy, which can make it faster on the Bazaar, and just make you overall happier with the experience, because your computer won't be lagging as much. Another thing that I do is get 2 mods. Not Enough Updates and Bazaar Notifier. Not Enough Updates I have a whole video on that I actually made a few days ago, so you can go check that out. It's mostly useful for auction flipping, but has a little bit of Bazaar flipping stuff as well. So you can go check that out. The link will be in the upper right corner right now and in the description of the video. And of course, Bazaar Notifier, which is another thing that is going to be really useful for the rest of this video. So if you go over to the Bazaar, you'll see that I have 2 more panels here that you probably haven't seen before. The first one is an investing panel with the estimated profit. This one we're probably not going to be using as much. This is kind of a quick panel if you want to look at stuff, but don't really want to go to a dedicated website. Let's put that up there for now. We're probably not going to use it. But this is what we really want. This is where it will display your orders. So let's say this is completely random. Let's say I went to Netherwort and I tried to put a buy order for 160 Netherwort. I place the order, and it'll say buy. It's the best buy order that anyone has placed for 160 Netherwort and 3 coins. And when it fills, it will tell me immediately in chat, Bazaar, your buy order for 160 Netherwort was filled, and I can claim it. But let's say I pick something slightly more competitive. Then it will actually tell me when it's outdated, when someone else has made a better offer, or when it's just completely useless. So let's say I use one of these items, it's number 1, which is going to be one of the likely ones to have something be outdated. I'll go to Jerry Boxes, I'll try to make a buy order for 1 Jerry Box. Right now you'll see it's the best buy order, but if I wait a little while, it will either fill or become an outdated buy order. So there we go, matched, that's another one that can happen. Matched means that there are 2 people that have the exact same coin offer for it, and there we go, outdated. So now, this offer will not fill until the previous offers that are better than it have filled first. So when it's outdated, I would normally just cancel your order, collect whatever it is, and cancel and make a new order, because it's probably not worth it anymore. The thing is, most people when they Bazaar flip, they'll go top order plus 0.1, because it's generally the best way to do it, because it means you will be the best offer, and when your offer gets outdated, people will just keep stacking up and on top of each other, especially if the item is in high demand, which will mean it's good for Bazaar flipping. If your offer is getting outdated and matched a lot, that might mean that it's super in high demand and lots of people are trying to flip it. So, lots of people probably want to buy it right now, and it might not be the greatest one to buy. But if you are actually getting through, then it's probably just means it's in high demand, and it's in high enough demand that people are both buying and selling it, and your offers are actually getting filled. So the next thing I highly recommend you have is a Hypixel Skyblock texture pack. I have a whole video on this. Right now I'm using Fur of Sky Reborn. Normally I use PAX HQ V13. There are a lot of different packs you can use, and each of them have their own advantages, and they can be really useful for Bazaar flipping because you can see exactly which items, and since some items have similar textures, it just makes it a lot easier to distinguish between them. It also just gives your menu this nice blue look rather than the default look that I prefer this one more, but you can have your own opinions on it. So go watch my entire texture pack video in the description to see which one you want to get. So while you can use this menu, there are actually better tools to do the same thing. So I'm now going to show you guys websites that can do the same thing. So here's one that I highly recommend. It's called the Skyblock Bazaar Flipping Calculator. You put in exactly how many coins you want to Bazaar flip. So let's say I have 100,000. Then you say I want to place, let's say 2 offers I'll place. and I want to exclude items with a sales backlog of more than 7 days. So you really want to set this to a lower number. I'd say something like 2 days. And then you can sort by a lot of things. You could just sort by the name. You could sort by how long the sales backlog is. By the way, the sales backlog is just how long it's going to take for the item to fill. Or you could sort by the profit per item and by the total profit you will be getting from the item. So for example, right now with 100,000 coins, 2 offers, they say invest in brown mushrooms. It'll take 0.8 days to fill. I will create a buy order at 9.8 and a sell offer at 13.7, and then I will make 13.9 profit per item. And you'll see I just reloaded it and it's refreshed. Now it wants me to buy sand, 1.9, 3.2, profit 1.3. I'll buy 52,631 of them with 1 offer, and that will give me a total profit of 68,420. So if you use this website, it does refresh pretty often with the API, so you will be investing in different things than other people do. And of course, there is a huge list of stuff with different times it'll take to fill. If you want to do something quickly, you can sort by the sales backlog and see the fastest things to fill, because a lot of people are buying them. For example, seeds. Anyone building farms needs seeds. So if you buy at 0.2 and sell at 0.4, you can make a 0.2 profit per item, which can actually add up if you make a lot of sales. So this is basically just a huge spreadsheet that shows you what to invest in. Another one that's a bit more complex is BazaarTracker.com. This one is a lot better known, but in my opinion, this one is actually better because it just shows you more of what you want, and it's like a better calculator. But this one does show you a lot of things that will fill faster and that will make you slightly more money, but with higher risk from what I've found. Also, this website is a lot more used, so people are a lot more likely to use this website and be able to see everything on it. And they only show 3 per thing before you have to see view more, but honestly most people are too lazy to press view more, and they just go right on the first page and look whatever's there and do that. But it is quite good, and I really enjoy using it, and it's been really good at making me money, so I'm not going to complain. And besides mods and websites, the biggest advantage you can give yourself is patience. Bazaar flipping favors the patient, especially if you're doing it over long term. You want to make sure that the sales backlog is going to be longer if you're doing it, stuff like that. And you can just leave the game for a week, and hopefully your items will have gone up in price. So it really favors the patient man, so be patient if you're going to do it, because it does take more time and more commitment than some other money-making methods in terms of spending time doing it and actually waiting for money instead of just expecting it to come instantly. The final piece of advice I would give would be to subscribe to the Tankerman 3000 channel, because I show you a bunch of money-making methods, and that normally includes some sort of Bazaar-related money-making method every time there's a new update, and it can tell you which items are in high demand for the latest updates every time they come out. So I would really recommend subscribing to my channel to hear all about the new updates when they come out and how you can make money from them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've really enjoyed making this video. I have actually been very profitable with Bazaar flipping in the past, and it's been a great money-making method, besides contraband, which is still my major money-making method. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.